Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing another what if video. Obviously we have what if videos on the channel previously if you want to go check them out. But today's what if video is going to be obviously it's in the title. It's going to be what if Rey basically joined Palpatine or turned to the dark side. Originally this was meant to be Thomas's video, so credit to him for writing the script for me. Obviously he didn't want to do the audio, so I'm going to do the audio for him. So go check out his Instagram account. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi's. Be in the description. Obviously subscribe to the channel and like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So after the events on Kef Bir with the Death Star wreckage and Kylo, once Leia dies and Rey force heals Kylo, she doesn't go to Luke's island, and instead she goes to Endor to feel the presence of the dark side from the war before her time. Rey then meditates to try and contact any Jedi before her, but once again fails, and she starts roaming the planet. When she reached a dark opening in the forest, she had the same vision as she did in the Death Star ruin. Her dark side self told her once again to not be afraid and give in to her hatred. Rey was tempted. She decided the only way to decide was to go to Exegol to see for herself the power of the dark side. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren, now Ben Solo, returns to the mainland of Kef Bir and comes across Finn, Poe, and the others. And he fell to his knees in pain. He explained to the petrified rebels what has happened, and they can treat him how they want to. Finn, wanting to kill the monster, ran at him, but Poe knew he would be useful even though he didn't want to admit it. They took Ben back to the rebel base, and he told everyone where Exegol was, and acquired a new white lightsaber from his old bled kyber crystal, which he healed through his redeemed force power. Kylo then visits his mother's body and grieves Leia's death, apologizing for everything he's done. He then feels a hand on his shoulder, saying that apologizing will do nothing, helping her cause will. Ben turns around and sees Lando Calrissian. Ben decides that his best shot at redeeming himself is to destroy the Empire and end the war. Rey arrived at Exegol and entered the presence of her grandfather, where she shows the power of the dark side through Palpatine entering her mind. She is filled with anger after seeing the death of her parents, and with a simple swing of her diamond blade, the Emperor has passed on into her soul. There is no conflict in her. She is Empress Palpatine now. She is guided by the Sith before her and their disciples, and she bleeds her kyber crystal to a pure red crystal, unlike Kylo Ren, because she is now a pure Sith. Ben and the fleet arrive at Exegol, and the starship battle resumes as it did in the movie, except Finn is replaced by one of Janna's friends, because Finn and Ben both go into the throne room to look for the Emperor. Not knowing that it is Rey, Finn has Leia's lightsaber, as she kept it with her instead of with Luke, and Ben wanted Finn to use it. Ben sensed that Finn was force sensitive, and he needed all the help he could get, so they both went into the throne room to see Rey sitting on the throne, with the same lightsaber as her illusion had, a double-bladed flip-out blade. She rises from her throne to see who arrived, and is shocked when seeing Ben and Finn, as it brings back her light side memories, but are once again shut out by the darkness. She ignites her lightsaber and jumps down to them and says, "You don't understand the power of my bloodline," and dashes at Ben like Palpatine did in The Phantom Menace. Within three clashes of blades, Ben falls to the floor, overwhelmed by Rey's new power. Finn rushes at Rey and clashes their blades together as he screams at her, trying to bring back the light, and she replies, "It's not going to work. I am a Palpatine and there's no escape from it." Rey pushes Finn back with the Force as she goes to kill Ben, but he blocks and Force pushes her into her throne. Ben runs over to Finn and pulls him onto his feet. They ready their lightsaber like Rey and Ben did in the movie, and Rey jumped back down to face them both at the same time. After a series of hits from all three of them, Finn is on the floor whilst Ben is being overwhelmed once again, but Finn is calm and closes his eyes as he extends his hand and pushes Rey to the ground. Shocked, Finn and Ben exchange a surprised look as Rey looks at them in fear. Disarmed. No. This isn't possible. She uses Force Lightning on them both, but they block it with their lightsabers. At that moment, the Knights of Ren come in to assist their new leader and attack Ben and Finn, where they once again get nearly beaten. Ben gets stabbed in the arm by one, and Finn yells in fear, which pushes the Knights back into the walls, leaving them unconscious. Finn is confused and afraid of what is happening to him, and Rey approaches him, saying that he could join her, and he is tempted. Ben charges at Rey with his blade in his left hand and uses his anger once more to fight her, and he cuts her saber in half. Finn is back and realizes the true nature of the dark side, and there it is, was on the floor, defenseless and exhausted. Rey has had enough. She rises above the two men and electrocutes the sky like Palpatine did, and the same thing happens to the fleet. She then turns to face Ben and Finn. She then turns to face Ben and Finn and shocks them, which Finn was unprepared for, and he gets shot back into the floor, nearly dead. Ben does the same thing Rey did and reflects her lightning back at Rey, which leaves her deformed. There's still good in you, Rey, he shouts, which Rey replies back with, Rey is gone, Ben. Either kill me or die. Their bond in the Force means the fate of them will be the same. Ben impaled Rey in the heart, knowing it will leave him as the Emperor, but he is weak. Finn rises and rushes towards Ben. The new Emperor shouts, kill me now, Finn, it is your destiny, which Finn is scared to do, but he knows he must. He knew he must act now, or Ben will destroy him and everyone in the sky above him. So he grabs his blade and throws it into Ben's chest. He then runs over to Ben and pulls the lightsaber out. The spirit of Palpatine flows into Finn, but he resists it long enough for him to faint. He suddenly awakens once again in the throne room with a feeling of power flowing through him. He did it. He finished off the Emperor and embraced his powers, and with the purity of his soul he has gained a huge amount of power that he must learn to control by the Jedi before him. Finn returns to his ship and flies back to the rebel base on Ijan Kloss to celebrate the victory, and after that he goes to Tatooine like Rey. He buries a lightsaber and ignites a green-bladed lightsaber that he stares off into the distance at the twin suns. So, I hope you enjoyed this video today, this fan fiction or theory of what would happen if Rey turned to the dark side. If you did enjoy and you want to see more, please put down below in the comments. We were thinking of doing what if another Jedi went to Utapau instead of Obi-Wan to wipe out Grievous, but that will be the next what if video hopefully. But if you want to see any more, give us suggestions in the comments below or on our Instagram, which will be on screen now. Please like and subscribe. Have a good day. May the Force be with you.